Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to answer the question how to increase the value of your home without extending it. My first point here would be to paint it white, neutral or otherwise pastel colours. So me being an estate agent, I tend to stick with the white. It's very simple. White reflects as much light as possible, makes everything look that much bigger, brighter and fresher. It's a very boring one, but it works. And you'd be amazed how well this one does work. Failing that, any neutral pastel colours, it doesn't have to be a boring palette. You get certain colours at the moment that are very fashionable. You've got dark blues and greens, nothing wrong with that without just using too much of it. So stick to as much as you can the neutral palette tones, and that will drastically improve the saleability of your property. Point number 2 is declutter. This is a very simple one. Sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised. It's amazing how if you do viewings on properties where fundamentally they're the same, but one just has twice as much stuff in it as the one down the road, you'll certainly sell the one down the road quicker. So this may be the case of, I in the past have put things in boxes and shoved them in the attic if I didn't have a garage at the time, and ultimately just get them out of the way for the period of the time that you're going to be doing viewings on the property. So it may be that you've got a garage or a friend's garage, or failing that there's always local storage. It's typically £150 or so a month for something the size of a garage, where you can declutter your property and get rid of those things just for the period of time that you need to do your viewing. So declutter is always a very good idea. Next one would be to modernise the look of your fixtures and fittings. So this is perhaps if you've got furniture, sofas and otherwise it's a bit dated, and you're looking to move and you might want to get some new furniture anyway, rather than waiting until you move to the next property. You'd be amazed, again, a bit like the painting, how if you've got modern furniture that's fresh and clean and in keeping with what's in fashion at the time, or a classic look, that it will just freshen up the overall look of the property. So although you are selling the bricks and mortar, ultimately you are selling a lifestyle. So again, it's another one where we've had properties where one's been particularly modern and up to speed with its finish and very clean. Another one might be a little bit more dated while still being perfectly presentable, and everyone would gravitate towards the property that had the more modern finish to it, and the sort of more up to speed furniture. Ridiculous, but that's again property selling and how these things come about. So that would be the first point. Fourth point, again, probably sounds like an obvious one, but refit kitchens and bathrooms that are dated. It's as simple as that. Kitchens and bathrooms sell properties, so refitting these key rooms without having the need to extend them, again, will have a dramatic impact on the saleability of the property. So these tend to be the most increasing value items that you'll find, because a lot of people don't want the hassle of refitting these because of leading busy lives, or they may have refitted them in the past and just not really in the frame of mind to be going through that process again. So it's another way where you can very quickly add value to a property with new kitchens and bathrooms. So that would be point number 4. Point number 5 would be cut back your garden. So essentially give it a trim, a haircut if you like, and tidy the outside just as much as you would the inside, especially the front, because as we all know, first impressions really do matter. So tidying up that footpath and the approach, and you might find a hanging basket or two, or a couple of plot plants and a bench or something like that, really just sort of sets the scene for the person arriving at the viewing. Another one, just tagging on to that, is make sure there's plenty of parking if it's available, so that when you do have viewings, you don't have your vehicles or the agent's vehicles on your driveway, because you don't want that viewer to turn up and the first thing that they encounter is a lack of parking one way or another because the driveway is blocked. Whether or not there is a lack of parking isn't the point. It's the fact that they've then got to be forced to go and look for parking on the street. So it's again all about that first impression. So that would be the sort of key points I've got on that subject. If there's any questions, do leave it in the comments, and please do like, share and subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks for watching.